Hello there, my name is the Vlog Variety, and this is my world tour of my beta 1.7.3 world. Now, a few things of preference before this tour starts. Firstly, this is technically in creative mode since, well, I mean, as much as there is no creative mode in beta 1.7.3, I have a mod that kinda sorta adds it, so this isn't survival necessarily. And secondly, I'd like to apologize for the quality of the video. I don't know how good it's actually going to be. I've messed with the settings quite a bit in my OBS to try and get it to look good, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not necessarily satisfied with the quality of it, but you know, I need to get a video out. I need to get this tour done, so yeah, I'm just going to be rolling with this. So let's get started on the tour actually. Ignore that. We're going to start right here. This is my face. This is me. Look at it. This is me. It's me, guys. It's so cool. I'm so cool, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, I made this. I don't really know what else you want me to say about it. But, yeah. Anyways. Now I swear to God, I just saw something. Am I going crazy? So yeah. Here we have this wall that I made. As you can see, we got a little roof here. It kind of looks like the shillings. What the hell are those things called? Editor, put them up on screen. Put them up on screen. The thing I'm talking about. I don't know what they're called, but that's what the netherrack looks like, and the bricks. You know, we got a wall here. I really like this wall. You'll see as I use this sort of design. At least this design idea in another build. I really like this build combo and this one. They're both very good. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say since I'm going to be talking a lot about that in a build that's coming up very, very soon. Let's go over to the pyramid, or the half-built pyramid, I guess, okay? I started this... Okay, hold on. I feel like I need to... I've been on this world for a couple of months now. I've just sort of been building around, you know, like, it's nothing been less than a year. I think after December, I think that I started this around the start of this year, so I've had it for like maybe 6 months. I've been building a bit on this, but I don't think I've been building too much. So yeah, so here we have this sort of desert. I was inspired by something for this sort of like trim or base or foundation, whatever this is. I can't find the image, or I can't find like the building that I was inspired by that made me do this. But yeah, I really like this. This is a very good. I guess it would be a very good contrast from all the sand. It adds a nice bit of color to it. Same with the water of the. I was about to say the water of the blue. I mean the blue of the water. And of course we got the fire, and of course we got that there, the gold and the purple. Those all add very nice colors to it. I really do enjoy this build, or I enjoy building it, and I wish to hopefully finish it at some point. It's just I don't like this top bit. It's not good. I don't really like it. Something with it needs to change. I don't know what. I kind of that's kind of why I abandoned the build, or not necessarily abandoned it, but why I stopped building it is because I really don't like the top. I really don't think it's good. Is that, well, yes, I did stop building this. It was partially because of the fact that I didn't want to do this, and partially because there was another build that I wanted to do, which is, I think, going to be the last build that you're going to see in this video, I assume. However, let's go over here. What the hell is going on with that? That is not... That... What the hell? Excuse me. This is my build. Can you please... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna relog real quick. Okay, so this is my build. Now, it's not done yet, as you can see. It's sort of like a castle. You might be able to tell where you might be able to see what I was talking about earlier there. You know? Look at this. Like, I really like this. This is really good. This actually... I was very close to scrapping this build when it was in, like, its ugly stage, you know? Like, cause I was like, oh my god, this does not look good. And then I pulled through, and oh my god, I love these windows. I hated them before, but now they work so well. Now they work so well. Oh my god. We have this. This was the first version I made. This as well. This area here was originally 4 blocks less, I think, because I added 2 to this, and then I added 1 there and 1 there. So these were both 2x2s, and then this was a 3. So yeah, this has been increased by 4. I really like this. Oh, what the hell was that lag spike? I really like this brick. I think it looks very good. I think it works good. I think because this is clay and this is brick, you know. And then outside, it's mainly wool and it's mainly netherrack. So it's sort of like it's an inverse, you know, because you know. Sorry. I was stuttering. Sorry. So yeah, as you can see here, you know, it's gonna have like a brick pattern like going along the top, and it's gonna have like it's gonna have little clay spots, and in here it's gonna have little wool spots. I don't think that I'm gonna do little netherrack spots in this, I'll be honest with you. I think that just, you know, it's just like the roof area. I don't think it matters that much. You know, if you come in here, you'll see there's nothing. I haven't done it yet. And if we look up there, you'll see it's note blocks. Why? Why did I use note blocks? And it's because they're kind of what I use as a placeholder for something when I want to like do something, but I don't know what I want to do with it yet, because I can go and I can do the slash replace command, because I forgot to mention I have world edit. I have world edit in this, and it was very nice, and I love it a lot. That's also how I got these walls done in such a small amount of time, but how big they are, and why I didn't just do them with the texture. Because if I was building these individually, then I would have just built them with the texture instead of just doing a big wool wall, because I mean it would take more time. So of course, I'm not sure what I want to do with these note blocks. I don't know what I want to do with them. I don't know what blocks they're going to end up becoming, but they're not going to stay as note blocks. I'm not sure if this is going to be the front, actually. I'm not sure. This might go into like a tower or something. I'm not sure, but honestly, I think this is a bit too big to go into a tower, so I feel like that would be, the tower would end up being kind of big and bulky and stuff. I do have to move this though. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this, actually. And as we can see here, we got this little like pumpkin hill thing here. I was like, damn, we don't got that many orange blocks. If we open up here, then you can see my menu, my creative menu, some may say. And I was like, damn, we only got 2 real orange blocks here. We got the jack-o'-lantern and the pumpkin, and then we got the orange wool. And so I was like, you know what if I make a build with it? And honestly, I don't mind this too much. I might actually try and make this like a full thing if I'm feeling up to it. But right now, of course, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it at the time, I guess, so I abandoned it. But maybe I'll come back to it, you know? And then we got this over here. I don't really like this. Doesn't look that good. I don't know what I was doing with it. It looks bad. It is bad. I use bedrock. I don't like it. It's not that, I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't really care for it. I think there's a bigger version down underneath us, actually. Ignore all this stuff. Let me go down here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. See, actually, I don't think I increased it by that much. I think I only really added, like, those little... Because, of course, you're supposed to be viewing this from the bottom, so you won't see the, you won't really see the light, but there needs to be a light there to stop it. I don't like this build. It's bad. It's my worst. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, basically, playing around with World Edit turned a lot of stone to wood. And as you can see, there's a lava pool here, so that kind of nearly burned everything down. I had to, like, save it from getting burned. That happened months ago, like, now I'm thinking about it. And then we got this tree that I made. It's an awful tree. It's a bad tree. It's a terrible tree. I don't like building trees. I'm just leaving it at that. Here we got a, I'm just going through it real fast, I'm sorry, just because these are very small builds, so I don't really got much to say about them. This is just terrain, like, it isn't even that interesting, in my opinion. It's just kind of something I made because I was bored, and I wanted to see if I could do it, and well, I could, so. I'm sorry, I don't got much to say about these. That was a gold castle that I tried to make. Didn't turn out well, didn't like it. There's this piece of terrain, which I really like. I find it's really, I either really like it, or I absolutely hate it, is what I'm finding with this recording. Yeah. This is pretty cool. Wait, what's my brightness at? Is my brightness at max? Oh, it is. Okay, so I might want to go through and just show you a couple of images of stuff with the brightness turned down, since it does actually make a difference in some of the builds. Like the castle build, I'd argue that looks a lot cooler with the brightness down. I just had it on because I need to see and stuff. You know how it is. You know, I like seeing personally. I don't know how many other people care to see, but you know. I like the brown stripe. I think that worked very well with it. I think that, yeah, I think that worked very well. I'm struggling to continue this, as you mentioned, because I made this months ago at this point. I really want to continue. I just don't know how to. You know, it's a bit tragic since it's such good terrain, especially for this version of the game where it's, you usually you don't do much terraforming in builds. Well, I guess unless if you're me. Anyways, let's talk about this build first. This one was actually inspired by Mumbo Jumbo, more specifically the I'll put it up on screens because I can't remember. I'm not gonna go back and look at the videos to see which episode it is exactly, but I'll put it up on screen, like right on the left side. You can probably see based on what you're seeing on, because I can't really see. I'm not sure if I've actually put it there. But if you're seeing what I think you're seeing, you'll understand how this links to that, you know. Since I saw it in the video, I was like, huh, I wonder if I could do that in beta. And I was like, yeah, I could. And I did it. And this here led to me building this, which you might actually recognize from, I think it's my profile picture. Yeah, I think it's my profile picture. I think that's what this build is in. It is very good. I like it a lot. It's pretty basic, I'll be honest with you. It's not the craziest gradient, but I still think that it's pretty good. I don't even know what I'm even getting at. Yeah, it's a plateau. I built it. I like it. It's good. Anyway, let's talk. I don't want to talk about this for too long since I have a much bigger version of this somewhere else in the world that I'll probably gush over. So we're just gonna ignore this for now, and we'll come back to it. Well, not this version specifically, because this version has has mossy cobble as the base, or as the first block, whereas the one that we're gonna be seeing or the one that I'm going to be talking about to you is going to have gravel as the base, which, if you don't know, looks like this in this version. I don't know if you caught that, because I don't know how many people know about this. But yeah, that's what the gravel looks like. It looks different. On the topic of Mumbo Jumbo, let's head over to this sort of Grumbot fellow that I built over here. Now you're wondering, firstly, what is all this redstone stuff? Basically, I wanted to do a video where I tried to make Grumbot in beta, and I never got around to it. You know, and now that I'm thinking about it, this world is quite a bit like my YouTube channel in a way, you know? I have all these builds, and they're all cool, but all of them are unfinished, or they're just started, or I haven't done enough to release them. I don't feel confident in actually. Why am I flying? Oh, I guess it's because I have fly on. You know, this world is kind of a good representation of my channel. You know, I got a lot of stuff that I got edited. Like, I got so many videos that are basically done, basically half edited, but I don't feel confident enough. I don't feel like they're good enough to release, man. I don't feel like, you know, I don't feel like they're good enough to finish. Well, actually, I do feel like most videos are good enough to finish. It's like I don't have the motivation, or I get caught up on another project. So I have so many projects that I've started editing or that I've almost finished editing, and then I just start to do something new. And I really hope that this video is an easy thing for me to do, for me to get out and sort of just like get something to release, because I haven't uploaded in months, really. And you know, that's not a good thing. You should be trying to upload at least once every month, I feel like. You know, I feel like that's a good standard to set myself. Anyways, another thing, before I actually talk about the itself, these minecarts were green. I swear to God, I don't know how. I don't know when, but like when I was doing like just like a rehearsal for this, but yeah, I did some rehearsals, and in it, these were green. I don't know why. I think it's because something with the textures, probably because it's on a green surface or something. I don't know. But yeah, these were green. These are like all of the redstone components in this current version of the game. Yeah, and then let's talk about the world itself. I think that as much as Sponge, I don't think is currently obtainable in this version. I do not think it is at all. Or at least not. Or at least it's not supposed to be. I think it works very well. It's a lot like unlit glowstone, like a light bulb that's been sort of burned out type of feel. Also, this is, if you couldn't tell, this is a reference to the button. You know? Anyways, enough. What am I even saying enough about that? I got more to say. What am I even saying? Yeah, as you can see, he's a bit mossy, he's a bit broken, but you know, we love him anyways. We love Gumball. Anyways, as we can see, we got that little train that was, inspired by Mumbo here. If I ever get around to finishing this build, I might just make like a whole mountain range around it. I might even like place it like in the plateau that I was making over there. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say about this. It's time to go to the final area of this world, I think, because I don't think I've built anything else in this world, really. Alright, ignore the fact that the world is still loading around me. This is the build that I have the most to talk about. Firstly, let's talk about the train. Now, okay, that's an awful load. Now, this isn't the final version of the build. I'm still working on it. As you can see, the interior is very unfinished. But before I talk about this, I want to give you a little tour of this here. As you can see, this is the first version of this house. But I mean, my first version is because I made multiple different versions of it. And this was the first one that I made. A couple of notable distinct features that this one has that the other ones don't. The backside is not mainly what I'm trying to say is the backside is much like the front side, whereas in the other versions of it, the backside is more like the sides of it. It's more like this and this, and it has like a window in the back. The other thing is that it's very uneven, it's very wonky, which is how I originally intended it to be. But after a while, I decided that I'd like it to be wonky, and you'll see the version that isn't wonky, and that's more sort of straight and more sort of like conformal. Is that a word? Is conformal what I'm thinking of? Anyways, I now want to talk about this. This is like the favoriteest of things that I have made. It looks so good. Like I said, the gravel start, and then it goes up to the cobblestone, and then it goes up to the stone, and then it goes up to like the smooth stone, and then it goes up to the gray wool, and then it goes up to the clay, and then it goes up. I love this. This is so good. You can almost never get this amount of variety in this version of the game. You can almost never get something that's just like this much detail and stuff, and it just looks like this clean. Like this looks this looks so good. I'm sorry, man. I love this. This is like my baby. This is not the final version of it. No, my friend. As much as I love this, and I could gush over this for hours, there is more to be done. There is more to be said. And so we are currently going over to the current, most recent version of this build, which of course you'll see is quite massive. As you can see, like I said, the back is very different, and I think you'll be able to see it's not as wonky. As you can see, it juts out, the center juts out there, and it juts in there. These corners jut out like that. These both jut out. They're both equal, whereas before one was like in and the other was out with the windows. There's also a third window, and of course, like the main difference is, look at this. We've got ourselves the start to an interior. Oh boy, and as you can see here, we got the lovely glass pane and ice windows. If you actually come around here, I can get you a better look at these ice windows. Golly, they just look so good. They just look so good, man. And oh my god, like this all looks so good, bro. I love this build. I love this house a lot more. I think that this version looks a lot better. It looks a lot more complete in comparison to the other versions. I'll solid a couple minutes trying to fix this painting up. It isn't working. It isn't working, so I'm just gonna move on. Anyways, you can see there's a door across here. You might also be able to recognize this from somewhere, yeah, this is my channel banner, if you couldn't tell. This is the room. This is actually a more recent addition, I'll be honest. I've been working on this mainly. That's why the other things seem so unfinished. There's nothing else to really see in here, I'll be honest with you. I just sort of was doing, this is sort of just like a floor plan. I might change this. I'll probably keep this area the same, but I might change the front. I don't know how I feel about it. Got any suggestions for what I should put in here? I'd love to hear them, since I'm a bit lost. Now there's the attic. I really like this place. I like it a lot, if you couldn't tell. I don't know why I said that like there was some obvious way to tell that I really like this place. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. These windows are not the way that they're supposed to be. Basically, in the beta version, you can sort of like, you can push these trapdoors, so there's supposed to be a middle trapdoor here, and a middle trapdoor here, but it isn't, because I think I pasted this in, because it's a copy of course, that build over there, and, the paste doesn't really work with trapdoors that are floating. Now, of course, we got this area here, where you can stand and you can look out. Very nice, very cool. I'm using furnaces, by the way. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I'm using, like, furnaces that are lit, because in this version, if you do like a certain glitch with the furnace, then they stay on permanently, basically. Basically, they're on forever and ever and ever. And so, and that's what I'm using for these. Okay, so I realized that I never really elaborated on what these were. So yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this window. I don't know what the floor pan's gonna look like. I don't know if I'll have walls. I don't know if this is staying. I'll probably keep these, like, these supports or whatever, but I don't know if I'll keep this. I don't really know if this looks that good, I'll be honest with you. And yeah. Let's go out here for a bit. Let's look at this here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic terrain out here, you know. Yeah, I want to think about actually why I moved it and why I made this terrain. It's because I felt like the mountains or the hills or whatever were way too close to this building before. It felt way too weird. The mountains were way too close. It felt unrealistic. So by having this massive area in between the mountains and the house, I feel like it makes it more realistic. So I am going to add back in the mountains once I'm done with this train here. It's a lot. It's pretty big. Like, yeah, even with World Edit, I still got still quite a lot of individual hand placements here. So yeah. And if you look over here, this is the version that I had of this before that. And, well, this one, unlike that version, is actually still in its wonky state. I think you can see it better in this version because of the fact that it doesn't have snow covering it. So you guys can see that one's going out, but that one's going in, and that one's going out, I think, and that one's going in, and this one's way far out, and this one's way far in. You know how it is. So yeah, I think that's actually all I have to say. Actually, did I do the interior for this one yet on like Delulu? Okay, no, I didn't do the lighting or the interior for this one. You can also see the thing that like juts out on the sides aren't really there yet on either of them, since that was something that was made to sort of help equalize both sides. So yeah, I think that is where I'm going to leave this tour off. I don't really know what else to do. I'm also getting quite hungry, and I also need to edit this and stuff, so I think I'll just stretch real quick, and I'll end it here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my tour, and I will see you... Okay, why am I out of breath? Why did stretching make me out of breath? Oh my god. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.